is Eastern products coming in style or Eastern influence, very much so, and it's been in style for quite a while, last couple of years. The reason it might be that way is because there's more of a culture there, more of a history, and that's appealing to people.
Oh, it's definitely a trend. Like most things from the East, like, you know, Eastern patterns, incense, all that kind of stuff. As far as I can tell, it's very popular nowadays.
I think Asian culture is starting to be a new cool thing. Asian clothes, women, things, just anything Eastern even. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's definitely not for Asian people. It's for white people.
The first thing when one asks about cultural commodification, it's important to realize that it's not only the cultures of like the two-thirds world that gets commodified. I mean, if we agree that we live in a capitalist society, everything is being commodified. Every piece of culture is being commodified. I mean, you know, when somebody who's white says that I don't have my culture, I want to wear a bindi, what they're saying is that my cultural forms have been commodified. I mean, you know, it's a cry against the emptying out of everybody's culture. That said, different people face the problem of commodification of culture differently. Those who have more power in the global economy tend to face it less sharply, because they can become devourers of culture, of everybody's culture.
I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people. As long as we're on the subject. They're hanging in there with those chopsticks. Still using chopsticks. You know they've seen the fork. Oh, they're well aware that we have the fork and the spoon. I don't know how they missed it. Chinese farmer getting up, working in the field with a shovel all day. Hello, shovel, there it is. You're not plowing 40 acres with a couple of pool cues.
Time for a game.
Right, so everybody listen very carefully, and you can play the game along with us.
Okay.
Ready? One of these sounds is not like the others.
One of these sounds doesn't belong.
Can you tell which sound is not like the others?
By the time we finish our song. Did you guess which sound is not like the others?
Did you guess which sound doesn't belong?
If you guess this sound is not like the others,
then you're absolutely right.
Recently, I just got a henna tattoo on my wrist. She told me that henna is significant to tribal things in like Arabic countries and stuff. They used it for weddings. I have no idea what henna is. I just know it's stuff that they put on there and stains the skin. So
I just got a henna tattoo. This is an oriental design. I know that the Arabs and the Indians use henna. I don't think they use henna in the Orient.
I'm from New York. I'm here because
You like to shop.
So I like to shop. I love these really funky bamboo flowers, as you could see.
Oh,
They
it's a
last
big
for
bag.
60 years.
Wow, 60 years. They're part of the bamboo family, but I
Right.
can't remember the name of them.
For both vases, cost me $250.
Wow.
Oh, definitely. Indians buy more, but like the Americans, they'll buy for the occasion, like for Halloween, or if they have a theme, like Indian theme sometimes, like Mr. Getty Oil from San Francisco, he invited all the Americans and he had an Indian theme. So all these Americans came and bought all these Indian saris, and the men bought the kurta pajama and the hat, all those things. It's good, I would say.
It's good?
Oh yeah, like Madonna had the MTV, and that made a lot of difference in our business. Well, they want to look unique, something different. So that's isn't it.
The whole vogueness around a lot of South Asian stuff, around Mendi, Madonna's whole phase, one of her many phases of exotification. That's sort of tapping into this idea of Asian culture as being unchanged, as being ancient and going back thousands of years.
Madonna doesn't follow trends. She is definitely a person that creates it, because that is just like her thing as a businesswoman in the industry.
If, for instance, I as a South Asian walk around the United States, dressed in a dashiki, I'll actually, I think, end up looking even more stupid than if somebody white is wearing, West African clothing. It's funny, but I think that's the case. Kente cloth worn by somebody white would be like, okay, that's cool, that's a hippie. If I wear it, they're saying, what are you doing, man? You should be wearing the kurta. In a sense, because of power relations, certain people, it seems, have an easier time making cultural artifacts around the world into fashions.
In stores that are mostly owned by non-Asians, you will see all of these different, trinkets and different, whether it's necklaces or it's, even actual little statues, but all in this ornamental, for the use for just decorative purposes, which don't really have any meaning.
I'm just really intrigued by geishas anyway, and how they I've heard a lot about them, I've read a lot about them, and how they're servants and how they spend their whole life as servants, and I just like the colors on this, really. Geisha is this woman right here. She's like it's a long story, but she's like a kind of a piece of property in Japanese culture. Servant. She's a servant. I just like the print. It just feels good to me.
A lot of maybe Caucasians wear those cheapal type things, but then it would be kind of weird for me to wear it, because then I'll just look like I'm from like China or something, but it looks whatever cool for those people. Yeah, like really trendy and stuff.
I think it's like a major trend that people are recognizing that Asian Americans are becoming a part of America. Because their voice is slowly sort of getting mainstreamed into the culture.
We've been cool for a very long time, and that in the sense that our culture has been taken for a very long time.
I mean, imagine like the worst case scenario, if there's nothing. No ideograms, no shirts with that. That means we don't even exist. I mean, now we do exist as a caricature, better than nothing.
Shame on you! Shame! Shame on you!
How do we define when we've arrived? And it's not when a young white girl in Berkeley is wearing, nice garlands, or wearing, those Buddhist beads, or, wearing bindi. I don't feel like my life has in any way been improved because she has the ability to do that and thinks it's okay and thinks that, I could walk around public looking like this. My life hasn't improved. The life of my mom has not improved. Our voice as a community within this economic system has not improved.
It looks like it's cool to be white and wear a dot. wear a bindi, wear a puttu. But when South Asians wear dots, bindis, etc., people look at them and go, ooh, what, you know, exotic, when are you going home, etc., you know, whatever it is, rag head, this, that, and the other thing, okay? So yes, there's a differential look at people.